All right, so today I'm outside of one of my homes. It's a beautiful spring day, the first day of spring, and I want to talk to you about something called the Augusta Rule. For the last 7 years, I've been missing out on the Augusta Rule because I just didn't know, right? And when you don't know, you just don't know. So you have to put yourself in company of people who do know so that you can know. So this morning I had a meeting with my CPA, right? Before I went to the meeting, I was kind of getting prepared for it, and I was going over some videos of a guy within my YouTube network, a guy that I follow. His name is Alex HORMOZI or HORMOZI. Hopefully I didn't chop his name up too bad, but he is a very good business person. He understands business to me on a different level. He articulates it well. He's easy to understand. And he was talking this morning about the Augusta Rule. Now, what is the Augusta Rule? Well, he says that if you own a home, like the home I have behind me, one of my homes here in Alabama, he says that if you own a home and you own a business, you can lease your home to your business, right? The IRS allows for you to lease your home to your business for a period of time. Now, that period of time is 14 days. Up to 14 days out of the year, I can lease my home to my business. Now, what does that mean? That means that I can write myself a check for fair market value, whatever fair market value is for my home. Let's say it's $1,000 per day. I can write myself a check for $1,000 per day because I'm leasing the home to the business during that period of time. Now, how do you qualify for that tax deduction? Well, you have a home, you have a business, and you hold meetings, you hold trainings. For example, let's say you hold a mastermind group meeting, or like myself, my business partner comes down 30 days at a time sometimes, so we more than qualify for that 14 days, and we conduct trainings, we conduct meetings while he's here. We brainstorm, we talk about ideas. So we qualify for that tax exemption. So technically speaking, I could write myself a check for $14,000 and then write that amount off at the end of the year. Now think about that. Isn't that an amazing tax break that you get as a business owner? But now that underscores two things, right? Number one, you have to have people within your circle that are smarter than you, that understand business, on a different level than you understand it. They have certain experiences that you don't have just yet, and you can learn from them just by listening. Be a good student. Don't always consider yourself a mentor. Be a mentee, because as long as you're a good student, you can learn from other people, right? The second thing it underscores is that it's important to make money in a business, right? Because the Augusta Rule does not apply to you if you're not making money. That's why I always talk about why it's so important to focus on the money-making activities in a business first. Get that understood. Practice that over and over again so that you can start making money. You see, an employee can't take an advantage of the Augusta Rule. They wouldn't be able to write themselves $1,000 a day for having their business partner, who is a best friend of mine, that's coming here, right? So I get to have my business partner come down and then write myself a $14,000 check because he came down for a 14-day period, and we discussed things about the business. We had different training meetings. We had, sessions where we talked about business, where we talked about strategies to better the business, where we operated the business from my home for that 14-day period of time. That's just a super duper fantastic perk. But it's important to start making money, get that money flowing so you can take advantage of these perks, right? Now, here's another thing. You need to be meeting with your CPA at least twice a year. I went there this morning and I talked with my CPA, and of course, I've talked with him about what I had heard from this guy on YouTube, from Alex. And, you hear people say different things, and it may apply to you, it may not. So you always want to confirm it, run it by your CPA so he can let you know if it's an option for you or not. In my case, this is definitely an option for us. He confirmed that. So now it's about, he just told me, hey, you need to get the lease agreement together and you need to get the planning documents together to make sure that you cover all of the bases. And then if you want to write yourself a $14,000 check, do that. And then we'll take that $14,000 off of the total amount that you made. So let's just say you made a total of $100,000 in gross income. Now you can take $100,000 minus that $14,000 and you only show $86,000 before expenses. So of course you pay less in taxes because you're showing less money that you're earning. So it's just a fantastic perk, man. And we have to be able to take advantage of these types of things in our business so that we can continue to move the business in the direction that we want it to go. I hope you are able to take advantage of this in your own business. I definitely am this year. So I hope the best for you as well. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I certainly hope this information has been helpful. I hope you get to enjoy this weather out today, right? It's a beautiful day out here. I'm going to leave a free link in the description. It's my 5-video series, and I titled it How the Load Movement Process Works. It gives you a chance to come into the office with me and watch over my shoulder as I move loads, I talk to shippers and carriers to hopefully give you a better understanding of how the business works before you come into it. And then if you want to know more about how we go out and find the shippers that we work with, how we get the customers that we do business with on a day in and day out basis, I'll leave a free video right here. So until the next time, I wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top because the bottom is much too crowded.